Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending with where you are watching us from. Happy New Year. I hope you have enjoyed the bit part of the year. Yes, it's smooth. I hope you're not having those memories. Unakumbuka, okay. Yes, I believe your year is taking you well. This is year 2021 and couples will show we are here and we are on fire. The year 2021, the year we are saying as couples will show, this is the year of all possibilities. Be tuned for great things are happening in this show. My name remains to be Willie Kinyash, but out there they are calling me the undisputed, but I remain to be Willie Kinyash. And welcome to tonight's show. It is our very first show, the year 2021, and we are discussing about finances. Money matters. That is the topic we are handling tonight. And I have an amazing guest, and very soon you'll be seeing him on Wema Tv. He's having his show. We'll be talking about that later. But tonight, we are talking about money matters. I have a great friend, Simon K, a financial advisor. Karibu sana, bro.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm very excited and happy to be here.
Yes.
I'm honored to even hear such a wonderful introduction.
Yeah.
My name's Simon, as you said, and I've had a long walk on the financial sector, ideally mostly in accounting. Over 15 years of experience.
Wow.
And I would say I'm not gotten there because there's no one that has monopoly of truth.
Yeah.
But at least I know a few things that I would be happy to share.
Yes.
And I'm very excited and very happy
to
have you invite me over.
Wow.
It's such an honor.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And very soon you're starting a show right here on Wema TV.
Absolutely.
Maybe you can tell our viewers.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited. There are great things. There are great things that are coming up, and we'll be talking about finances, about financial health, how healthy we can get financially, because people are in different stages. There are people that are very healthy. There are people that are okay. You would call them okay, medium, and the people that are ill, they are really struggling.
Yeah.
And for whoever it is, I think whichever category you're in, I think there's going to be something for you and exciting stuff.
Wow.
If you're a professional, you're someone that is seasoned, you will learn 1, 2, 3 things. If you're not very seasoned and you're raw, you would want to learn the basics. We'll still keep it simple.
Yeah.
Very, very simple, palatable for everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Every Tuesday he'll be bringing financial diet. Hii mwaka ni kutesa. Tumeamua kutesa. Thank you very much. And so as we talk about money matters tonight, it's important to remember this is Couples Will Show.
Very true.
And this is where we write down our love will when we are alive. We don't want our love story to be told when we are 6 feet under. We want our love story to be told when we are here living on this earth. And so, as we are writing down our love will, we also need to discuss about our finances. And now this is it. We are in January. There's a clip I saw today. It's doing some routes, and this man is calling a certain number because he, through his M-Pesa statement, he realizes that there is somewhere he paid 52,000, and so he's calling them. Did I pay school fees via this number, or did I buy some timbers for building? Or and then he's told, this was your bill for beer, and he's like, no, it can't happen. And so we are in January. December tulitesa, watu wametesa. Now it's back to school, and people are wondering where do I start? So where do we start after we have spent this money in December?
Okay, I'll go back a little before January, and before we even get to know about January, kids going back to school in January. So ideally, in October, we were told by the CS of Education that the kids are going back to school. So the people that planned for it, the people who decided, I have 3 months. Actually, October, November, December. I have 3 months within which I'll save. Let me use the 56,000. I'll save the 56 plus what I will use in December to what you said, Kutesa. And they planned it well. You know, they sat down and said, out of my savings, I will be saving, say, every month around 20,000. Yeah, depending on their income. I'll be saving 20,000 every month. So every month 20,000, 3 months, that's 60K. Alafu nasema I'll add another 5 or 10K for enjoying myself in December. So come December end, you've used your 30,000 because you saved 30 for 10K each month. You've used 30 Kutesa, but you're still left with your 50, actually 60K for school fees, because when you pay school fees, watoto wamekula sana, wamenona. Most of them are not fitting in school uniforms, so definitely they'll have to go get other uniforms. That costs money. I remember someone telling me, hey man, my kid, the shoes are not fitting, so I have to buy other shoes. And that's cost. You will not be given things for free. And what we never used to have before, we have masks that we have to buy. And many other things that you have to buy. So the 60K, if you're paying 56 for your school fees, you will still need some few other thousand, say like 5,000, to do shopping for you, for uniforms, school shoes, and say books, if they're not being given books by the school. So that is the person that planned. There is another person that decided, I live every day at a time. It's YOLO. We live once. So no
one knows about tomorrow.
No one knows about tomorrow. Especially COVID venye imekuja. We never know whether we will make it to the end of the year. So they decided to live one day at a time. So to them it was party all through. So come December they had money, and they decided January itajitetea. There are mobile apps that will get money from. So let me enjoy myself. So those ones had a backup. You know, they used the money and they had a backup. That's the second category. The third category is them that didn't save, they didn't have a plan, they didn't have money, and then they don't even have places they can, the mobile apps and the banks to run to in January. So the only thing they can do is either work or go to school, negotiate, go to school, negotiate, and then you begin paying pole pole, a little by little, and then other people will run to their family and tell their families, maybe I lost my job, I don't have money, would you bail me out on school fees? When, because no situation is permanent. That you're not having money today doesn't mean tomorrow you will not have money. So you can go to your, say, parents or your siblings, and ask them, kindly bail me out, and they will definitely step in and bail you out if they can. Or you can, you have friends that you can run to, good friends, not friends that disappear when you call them. The people that call you only when they need in need of money. I don't know whether you have those friends.
I have.
Anytime you see them calling, you know, unajua there is a money request.
You
say hello, how are you doing? Everything is fine, but you're still waiting. Unaweza nikopea, you know that request will come. So if you have good friends that can bail you out, you can reach out to them as well.
Now, as a financial advisor, now that we are talking about now, there's this money we spent in December. Now January has come. We need to take children to school. Is it okay for a parent to take a loan to take children to school? Now, this is, you're speaking it not as a parent, you speak it as a financial advisor. Is it advisable to do that?
Depending on what loan, I'm trying to be very, very careful how I answer this question. Depending on what loan. Like, for example, and I have no issue with Shylocks. You will get a Shylock and they're very glamorous. Give us your logbook and we'll give you money. And they're very quiet and very silent on their interest rate.
Yeah.
You realize at the end of the day you're paying around 30%, not per year, not per annum, per month. Yeah, you've taken a loan of say 100K. Maybe you had 3 or 4 kids in school, and each was you're paying around 25 or 50K, depending on which school you. Even if it's maybe some are paying good schools between 500 to 1 million, and even some other schools 2 million, depending on which school you're in. So, assuming you had not saved anywhere else, you have a car that or a shamba somewhere that you can give as a security. The interest rate, it's always very good to be careful because some people have had to borrow and get into the debt cycle. Because I borrowed, I used the money.
Yeah.
The interest rates are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I still have to pay.
Yeah.
So what normally happens, I'll go borrow some more at the same ridiculous rates of interest. So what I would advise, if for example you have some savings, say you've the school fees is say 500,000 per term for maybe one kid or all your kids, and you have a savings. As in your savings account, you have 500.
Yeah.
But you would want to still rescue this 500. So borrow against that 500. You will get your 500. If you have ways of paying, you'll pay the 500. But the savings 500, you will still have it in your account.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, even if you struggle to pay or things happen, maybe you lose your job, you're not able to meet your financial obligations, you have a fallback plan. You can go and tell them, by the way, I've paid 50%.
Yeah.
Say if it was 500, I've paid 50%. I'm left with 250. Out of the 500 that I've had given as security, you can liquidate 250,000, and I'm left with 250. Yeah. So I wouldn't really discourage loans, but I would encourage you to be wise on what loans to. If you have a friend that can give you a loan interest free, go for that.
Yeah.
If you have a chama
Yeah.
that you borrow and maybe you have a fixed rate that you pay, and you know that money is definitely coming back to the chama and it will benefit you, you can still borrow from that angle. But that is if you're really stuck. But if you had other alternatives and other options, savings is the best. If you're tight, say you have a kid going to campus and you need around 200,000, 500,000, and you're not foreseeing yourself with an income. There's something a friend of mine told me that with your
That is Greek.
in Greek to mean
Yes.
that the old age benefits from what you invested in your younger age. So if, for example, you had a shamba somewhere and your kid is going to campus and you're stuck, maybe you lost your job or the incomes, salaries have been sliced in some companies. Some companies, if you're an entrepreneur, your business is not doing very well. So what you can do, you can liquidate the shamba, or if you had shares before, if they can fetch you money and you're not losing so much, you can sell the shares and use that rather than borrowing. But if you have a constant source of income and you know for sure the rates are comfortable and you can bear with, you can definitely go ahead and borrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, our viewers, I hope there's something you're learning. This is Couples Will Show, where we write down our love will while we are alive. As we have always said, we don't want our love will to be told when we are gone, when we are dead. We want it to be read while we are alive. And tonight, if you've just joined us, we are discussing about money matters. Finances are very important in marriage. And so how do you manage your finances? This is what we are discussing tonight with a financial advisor. Now, we're in January. And after tumetesa kutesa December, how do we scale through January?
Wow. Now, how do we scale through January? Wow. Several things need to happen. If you had savings, I'm just trying to take several examples because we are all not, we've all not arranged our finances the same way. The people, who, as I said when I was beginning, the people who are perfect in planning, the people who are struggling, but they are still okay, and the people that are down there that are okay. Well, itesa kutesa and there's nothing, you know. So I can start with the last ones.
Yes.
So if you have something little left, and you have January that looks like 3 months in one. Yeah, because you're looking at the days left,
yes,
and you're looking at your wallet, and you know the people who are controlled by how their pocket position is.
Yes.
So you're looking at your pocket and you're wondering, will I get to 31st of January now? Few things need to happen. If you used to do Java, and I have no issue with all this, these very high-end restaurants to do your dates and to do your dinners every so often, I think you need to scale down on that, and you can go to a little bit affordable that will. I think that to start with, you look at how much you have.
Yes.
Look at the basics. First meet the basics. Whatever else is left, now that, look at what do you need to do every day. Like for example, if you, let me use an example of a person, a young person. I'm left with 5K for the whole month. Every day, my girlfriend or my wife require, not every day, every say weekend, my girlfriend requires me or my wife or my family requires me to take them out, say on a Sunday. You're out of church, they require you to take them out. You used to do 5K on a normal day when it was, you had plenty. So what you will do, you'll still go out, but now make sure that you are within the ranges. Say if you used to do 5K, you do at least a K.
Yes.
That is every weekend. Kama hiyo ilikuwa pesa ya matumizi. Plan it. Because if you don't, you will do business as usual.
Yes.
And then you will realize after the first, second week of January, there is no money to take you through to the end of January. And that stresses people. Because you're not doing what you used to, you're not meeting the friends that you used to. People are wondering, are you okay? But the pocket is complaining, and you can't strain it. And then again, if you know the people who borrow because they want to impress people.
Yeah.
Being prudent, I would advise, if you're borrowing to impress people, please don't. Just live within your means. Live within what you can afford. If you don't have to incur expenses in January, especially when things are tough, don't. Stay away from things that you definitely can stay away from. But if this is your month to propose,
yes,
I presume you had planned for it in December and had invested some money. Just look at affordable options that will help you achieve the same goal, but at minimal cost. Yeah.
Let me ask, we're in January, and soon December is coming again.
Absolutely.
How do we balance January and December? How do we balance these 2 months?
Actually, don't even go to December. We're in January, and next month is Valentine's, and it's lovers and loves month. And you need to demonstrate and show a little bit of some love to your family, to your girlfriends, your mother, and all these people. So you have a few days to if you're doing business, to save to make sure that maybe Valentine's you do something, or that month you're able to do something. But now, if you're planning for December and you're in January, come up with a plan. What do I need to do? I have kids in school. I have a house to buy. Maybe if you want planning on buying a house, I have a car to buy. I need to change my car. I need to go to Hawaii, Bahamas, or whatever place you normally go for holiday. Come up with a number.
Yeah.
When you come up with that number, break it down on a monthly basis if you can. If your income is monthly, break it down on a monthly basis. If you have a business and you know your income streams, like your business gives you X amount every month. So work with that. You have the target.
Yeah.
Make sure that you know every month I'll be saving X amount.
Yeah.
And stick to it. Come December, when others are struggling, you will be happy. I know, for example, if you're doing a holiday, there are holiday companies.
Yeah.
They're called holiday companies. Or I know of several companies that even have a plan for you to save.
You can start
You
saving
start
as
saving.
early as now.
Don't wait for December for you to start saving for a holiday in December. No, start in January. Pole, sometimes you will miss some steps, but if you're able to remain disciplined, as I said again, all of us are not on the same level. There are people who come up with a target and they stick to it.
Yeah.
There are people who will come up with a target and sometimes they're not able to meet it. And then again on the way, between January and December, like for example 2020, no one ever projected that we would have COVID.
Yeah.
It was not planned for. But in January, we all came up with plans on what we need to do in December 2020. But so what I mean to say is that sometimes you're going to find unexpected events, people getting sick, people losing friends, unfortunately, or having, for example, a business going down, or maybe unfortunately getting into an accident and maybe you're incapacitated. The things that would ideally derail you. Don't get discouraged. Yeah. Do what you need to do. Yeah. But keep moving. Keep moving. As I said, you can plan. If the plan doesn't work, replan.
Yeah.
Re-strategize, refocus, and then pursue your dream.
Now, as a financial advisor, there are those people in year 2020, they lost their jobs because of the pandemic, the coronavirus, and now they are struggling, but they are still trying to remain, I would say, in the class where they were, yet they are not, or they are not able to provide to meet those things. You know, I would say, I mean, what word should I use? You know, the class that they had, they don't want to go down. They want to remain there, but they cannot be able to make
sustain
that. Yes.
Okay. So what?
So what do you say to such people?
Number one, I think I will start by quoting one quote that I heard from a gentleman who I emulate a lot. He's a financial guru. He said sometimes people want to buy things, or for example, live a certain lifestyle to impress people that sometimes don't even like them. So the people who are in want to live a certain way, and your financial streams are not. Let me use an example. Say you used to live in a certain up market, and you used to earn a big salary. Say anything between 500 to 1 million, a good salary, comfortable salary, and you used to afford comfortably a rent of 300,000. Say you're earning $1 million, you used to afford comfortably 300,000, and you used to afford driving a big car because you can fuel it comfortably, or even your company was fueling it for you. And then your kids used to go to good schools where you pay you pay tuition fees of up to between 300 to 500,000, and you could afford that comfortably. Now, Corona came, business didn't do well. Your salary was slashed to say 500,000. You were earning $1 million. You've gone down to 500,000. You can definitely not afford to pay rent of 300,000, but you still want to maintain the class.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to accept that things change. So two things happen. You're fighting reality.
Yeah.
Because the reality on the ground has changed. So you will find that at the end of the day, you're not able to meet your you're not able to meet your financial obligations, and you will slowly get into debt, debt and more debt. Then you're not able to even pay that debt. You lose your job. You lose, if you're lucky, you might even lose your sanity. Sometimes you've seen even couples separating because they are not able to manage the finances well. So the best thing to do is
and others, they have ended up entering into depression.
Absolutely, yeah, because you have refused to accept that this is things are different, and I need to refocus.
Yeah.
Sit down and say, I used to live in a place that I used to pay say 300,000. I can comfortably cut that to half and live still comfortably. I can do 150 or even 100,000 rent and live comfortably. Yeah. Or the other option is the same 150. You can even get into plans of buying houses, things like that. So the best thing to do is accept things have changed. Sit down, re-strategize, and then after you re-strategize, live within your means.
Yeah.
And then get financial help if you need to. People will sit you down with your incomes, and then you will plan with them, see what works for you, and stick to it, and avoid stress.
Wow.
Yeah.
As we wind up, there's this issue of budget. How should we budget? As a couple, or I do my things, mi nafanyanga vitu kimansolo. How should we go about it?
Okay. People are different, and I think before you even get married or get to the marriage institution, one mistake some people don't do is fail to talk about finances. And I think finances are key, because we've seen marriages break for failing to agree on how to handle finances. So before you start, you need to agree that are we going to be accounting for things together, or we agree you will be taking care of electricity, water, house, car, all that, and me, I'll be taking care of the shopping of the house. Yeah. You can do that. Or you can sit down and come up with a budget for the family, put your funds and resources together in one pool, and out of that pool, because you've listed what, like for example, you have your monthly costs, list them down. You know what you need. You have offerings, you have savings, you have school fees. If you're having a rental, you're living in a rental place, you have rent to pay. All that, list them down, and then agree on how you're going to be footing that. So I would not say funding coming up with an individual budget is better than coming up with a corporate budget. But the Bible says two are better than one.
Yes.
Yeah. One can chase 1,000 to 10,000.
True.
Yeah.
There are these people who are in business and they say, us, we don't do budget because I'm not sure what I'll make this month. So for the business people, what do you have to say concerning the issue of budgeting? Okay, if your income streams are not certain, in as much as they're not certain, you have a rough idea of how much comes in. So you know what you can do and what you cannot do. If, for example, your business on a monthly basis, net, having taken care of all other costs,
gives you, let me just take a hypothetical figure of 500,000. Yeah,
I'm loving the numbers you're using.
Yeah. So if your business is giving you 500,000 every month, you know what budget you can come up with, or things that you can meet with that 500,000 source of income, and make sure that the saving you've met your tithe and all that, and whatever it is your priorities are, list them down and work with that 500. There are some businesses that will do 1,000 per day. I remember there was one time I was asking someone about the Uber business, and they were telling me for insurance, you pay 50 shillings per day. It looks like it's a very small amount, but when you multiply that by 365, you come up with to a big number.
Yeah.
And that is insurance for the whole year. You see, the income streams are small. You're making maybe 1,000 or 2,000 per day, but you're able to make sure that you've broken down whatever your targets are to very small, manageable, and within the confines of your sources of income.
Yeah.
So work with what you earn. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming. We
welcome.
are honored and looking forward to joining you.
Yep.
When is the show starting?
Our show is starting on the 19th
19th
of January.
Yes.
Very, very excited. Looking forward to some amazing, wonderful time on Tuesday, 19th.
Wow.
Yeah, every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. You have heard it for yourself. This man is full of wisdom. And from 19th, he is inviting you to join him on our new show on Wema TV, Financial Diet. And that is it. We come to the end of our show. This is Couples Will Show, where we write down our love while we are alive. And my name is Willie Kinyash. Have a happy new year. And for now, it is a good night. God bless you.
Wema TV, the voice of hope.